Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's Syreena from the FinalCutPro Family Vlogs, and I am back for another good morning chat, y'all. Okay, so this topic might be a little bit late in that it is getting super close to Christmas, and I might be a little behind, but it could kind of apply to the holidays, but then also homeschool in general. So I kind of want to talk about controlling what you spend and what I got my kids for Christmas. So I know that I've seen other videos before that share what they get their kids for Christmas, and this is really not going to be the same kind of thing. But I did kind of want to share my thought process and how I approach gift giving in our life, in our homeschool, and then also kind of touch on like controlling what you spend in homeschool. And I will tell you this, that my #1 rule when I approach spending around the holidays and in homeschool is stop and save. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you guys approach holiday gift giving with your kids and just spending in homeschool in general. And I put those two things together because I always use the holiday times as an opportunity to spend the monies that we've been saving, to give something that we can use all year in homeschool and in life. So one of the things, or how I think, or my thought process goes, is that I try to give open-ended gifts. And an open-ended gift is kind of like an open-ended conversation. You don't want to ask a question where there's one simple answer and the conversation is done. You kind of want to ask a question that leads to another, that opens up the conversation as a whole. And that is the approach I take to gift giving in homeschool, around the holidays, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to think of an example and I just can't at the moment, which is really convenient, right? Y'all know that Cameron is a builder, so he loves all things cardboard and duct tape. And so I may just try to find one specific thing that represents those types of activities and then save the rest of the money into a bank just for him and those specific activities. And what this does is that it opens it up to allowing him to participate in the experience and for it to last longer than just the holiday. And same thing in homeschool life in general as well. So you might buy a kit that has an end. Once it's completed, it's done. Instead, you could buy a few materials that open up and lead them on a journey of discovering all the things that they can do with that thing. For instance, for Cameron's last birthday, I gave him a big pack of duct tape. To me, this was an open-ended gift. It was something that said, hey, let's start with this. What do you need next? And then from there, we have a little bank of savings that if he says to himself, oh, mommy, I'd like some bolts, and I'd like some screws, and I'd like some electrical circuits, we take that savings and then go out together on a little mission to find things to add to what he needs in order to complete the projects that he has in his mind. I know it's not a simple thing. I know it's not a, I guess, regular way of thinking as far as gift giving is concerned, but it's the way that I like to challenge us the best. And that's how I approach giving gifts in our home and our homeschool. I don't know. Again, a lot of the reasons why I hesitate in sharing is because I feel like when I sit down to make a video that my answers are not really complete enough for you to be able to go off and then practice doing something yourself. But I'm trying to turn over a new leaf here and just open up the conversation, and I'd like to hear your thoughts and feelings about what I've shared, I guess. I understand that the concept of open-ended gifts is a little different, and it could be challenging in that kids at first glance might not know exactly what to do with things, but that is the fun of it all. That is the adventure of it all. And there are going to be times where, you know, Cameron might look at a pack of duct tape and think to himself, what am I supposed to do with this? But it's about putting that challenge on our minds, on his mind, to come up with something new and different and exciting. And then it's about me. My part in that is choosing to set aside all of my plans and make room for a time to be able to go out and explore those things with him, if that makes any kind of sense. I'm so sorry. But basically, I want the gifts that I give to promote a sense of togetherness and a sense of creativity, and give an open-ended invitation to explore something new. So for Savannah, I may give a piece of furniture for her dollhouse, but maybe not the whole dollhouse set. And to me, this just gives them room to participate in the process. So I'm excited. I am actually, Brian and I normally take a day where our parents watch the kids and we go out together and look for things to give them. And this doesn't happen every time. Sometimes I make mistakes in gift giving. And normally that's when I move further away from what I know to be my goal in giving gifts in our home and our homeschool. So I'm excited to get in our day of shopping for goodies for the kids and things to give them for the holidays, and we'll let you know how that goes. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you purchase gifts in your home and in your homeschool. Like, what do you normally tend to gravitate towards? Do you struggle with it? And there have been times where I've purchased certain gifts that I knew were kind of against what the direction that I like us to go in, but I expressed that specifically to Cameron that time. And after he got that gift, he played with it for a while, then it was over, and then he came to me later and said he understood what I was trying to say. So you want gifts that kind of keep on giving, you know. You don't want it to be something that's closed, where it can't be reinvented or reimagined. And that's kind of what I try and go for. So I know it's not conventional. I know a lot of these things are not popular, but this is my thought process and how I work as far as gift giving is concerned in our home and in our homeschool. So I don't know. Hopefully we can have a little bit of fun with this conversation. And I want to hear your thoughts, what you think about what I've said. How do you do things in your home and in your homeschool? Like, let's talk this thing out. I love talking to you guys. I love trying to, or attempting to, put my thought processes in words. I stumble through things. I miss stuff a lot, but that is why this is supposed to be an open-ended conversation. So I appreciate you guys being a part of the conversation and dealing with my good morning chats. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. This coffee's so cold. It's a mess. It's cold.